Is Bitcoin on the verge of a historic breakout?
Today we'll explore insights from top experts like Lynn Alden, revealing critical truths about liquidity's role in market pricing.
And the best part? You'll get all the crucial points packed into just minutes.
Exactly. Learn what compelled analysts to predict a Bitcoin surge in 2025.
Welcome to Financial Insights in Minutes, where we revolutionize how you absorb the latest crypto news.
Stay tuned as we dissect how liquidity influences Bitcoin price action in detail.
But first, let's turn to Coin Bureau for their take on how liquidity is shaping the crypto landscape. Today, we're diving into the intriguing relationship between liquidity and crypto prices, based on insights from top macro analyst Lynn Alden.
Exactly. The nutshell here is that liquidity has taken the driver's seat in asset pricing, especially since the 2008 financial crisis.
What's the core thesis of Lynn's article?
She argues that instead of relying on asset values, we should focus on liquidity as the primary factor driving price movements in cryptocurrencies.
That's a compelling take. What evidence does she present to support this?
The article highlights that liquidity directly impacts asset prices, leading to rises when liquidity increases and falls when it decreases.
So what exactly does liquidity entail?
Liquidity refers to all the money flowing through markets, impacting everything from real estate to crypto assets.
Lynn mentions Bitcoin is a perfect liquidity barometer, right?
That's right. BTC's price closely tracks global liquidity changes over time, making it a reliable indicator.
How do economic events influence Bitcoin's price?
Events like the collapse of major cryptocurrencies or leverage in the market can lead to sharp price movements for BTC.
What should short-term traders keep in mind?
Traders need to consider that BTC's price is influenced by various factors in the short term, not just liquidity.
What do Lynn's predictions hint for BTC's future?
If current trends hold, we might see BTC hitting new highs due to ongoing liquidity inflows.
So where do we expect BTC to go next?
BTC is set for a potentially explosive rise closely tied to liquidity dynamics.
Will liquidity boosts in BTC spill over to altcoins?
Absolutely. As BTC rises, we could see significant flows into altcoins as well.
Let's round things up. What should viewers take home from this discussion?
Recognizing the power of liquidity is key. It's pivotal for understanding market movements and gauging investment opportunities.
That's a solid takeaway. We should keep an eye on how liquidity evolves.
Indeed. Observing these trends will help investors strategize better in the future.
Today's discussion dives into bold predictions about Bitcoin's imminent breakout. Get ready to heighten your crypto awareness.
Absolutely. The latest data suggests a significant shift might happen within hours or days.
That's exciting. But what about the traders who are worried about previous downtrends? What's at the heart of this thesis?
The thesis revolves around data suggesting exhausted selling pressure, leaving room for buyers to take control.
That sounds promising. But what does this mean for current market players?
It implies that now is an optimal time for cautious traders to prepare for potential gains.
Let's kick off with behavioral dynamics evident in the crypto market.
Indeed, the market showcases a classic tussle between exhausted sellers and emerging buyers.
What specific indicators highlight this trend?
New metrics show a decrease in Bitcoin on exchanges, indicating stronger buying momentum.
On to institutional investing. What should we be paying attention to?
The sheer volume of inflows into Bitcoin-focused ETFs recently stands out.
That suggests a shift in market participation, doesn't it?
Correct. This indicates that institutional confidence in Bitcoin is on the rise.
What predictions are emerging as a consensus among analysts?
Many anticipate breaking the $70,000 resistance, fueling further fear of missing out among investors.
And how does voter sentiment tie into this?
With upcoming elections, substantial money is on the sidelines, waiting for clarity.
What timeline are we looking at for Bitcoin to hit all-time highs?
Analysts suggest a potential breakout could occur within just a few days.
That's bold. What would trigger this rapid change?
Primarily, it hinges on institutional investments, leading to widespread fear of missing out.
What shifts in investment narratives should we watch for this cycle?
Expect to see a strong pivot from meme-based investing to more fundamental protocols.
That could reshape the market considerably. How much do upcoming elections impact crypto market dynamics?
Hugely. Institutional investors are holding back, awaiting the election results before they act.
To wrap things up, what's the overall takeaway from today's predictions?
Keep an eye on the institutional shifts and be ready to capitalize on emerging trends.
Navigating this phase will require both patience and strategic insight. In today's video titled, Bitcoin is just warming up, Tung dives into the exciting developments in the crypto space, specifically Bitcoin's potential for explosive growth.
That's right. George kicks things off discussing how economic indicators and market sentiments create a perfect storm for Bitcoin's next move.
So, what's the central thesis that George is pushing here?
He argues that the conditions are ripe for Bitcoin to soar as its exchange reserves hit a 6-year low while demand continues to climb.
That's quite a combination. How are these factors interlinked?
It all comes down to basic economics. Decreasing supply coupled with increasing demand is a formula for a price surge.
One key point is that Bitcoin exchange reserves have dropped dramatically, right?
Yes, we're seeing reserves at levels not seen since 2018. This is quite significant for the market.
And what about the big players like BlackRock?
They purchased $400 million worth of Bitcoin, making a massive impact. This isn't small change.
George mentions predictions as well. What are people anticipating?
He shares that over 60% believe Bitcoin will hit $70,000 this month alone, which is a promising sentiment.
Looking forward, what kind of numbers can we expect in October?
George predicts we might reach $73,000, aligning with recent bullish sentiments.
What about 2024? How optimistic are the forecasts then?
There's a solid belief we're going to see a new all-time high by 2024.
To encapsulate, what's the main takeaway for viewers?
Investors should remain optimistic about Bitcoin's potential and be ready to act as conditions evolve.
It sounds like a thrilling time for Bitcoin enthusiasts.
Indeed. As always, being informed is key to navigating this volatile market.
In today's discussion, we're diving into a potentially powerful signal that Bitcoin is on the verge of confirming. Exciting times ahead.
Absolutely. Bitcoin remains the crucial driver for the altcoin market, and all eyes should be on its next moves.
So what's the core thesis here about Bitcoin's current position?
The upcoming MACD bull cross suggests a sizable price increase could follow, possibly reaching $100,000.
That sounds like a major forecast. What implications does this have for the altcoin market?
Once Bitcoin breaks out, we can expect altcoins to surge significantly. Historically, they follow Bitcoin's lead.
Let's unpack the MACD bull cross. What does it signify?
When the MACD line crosses above the signal line, it's a strong bullish indicator. We saw this last in October.
And how do altcoins react to Bitcoin's performance?
Historically, altcoins thrive after Bitcoin's major breaks. Investors eagerly seek higher returns.
What broader market conditions are we seeing that support this upcoming move?
There's a surge in global investment in cryptocurrencies, especially following recent ETF activity.
Let's talk about predictions. Is everyone ready for Bitcoin to touch $100,000?
That's the buzz. The sentiment is strong, but brace for potential pullbacks in the interim.
So, what does the forecast state about Bitcoin's imminent price action?
Analysts are predicting a rise to $100,000 due to increased buying pressure and ETF investments.
How important is market sentiment right now?
It's crucial. Positive sentiment can drive prices higher, and we've seen a buildup of interest lately.
To wrap things up, what are the key takeaways for viewers?
Stay alert. Bitcoin's movements could dictate broader altcoin performance. Prepare for potential market volatility ahead.
It's all about being positioned for profits while managing risks, right?
Exactly. Keep a clear focus on upcoming market signals.
In the latest chat with Matt Hougan, he dives deep into the surging crypto market. Hold on to your hats.
Absolutely. It's an exciting time in crypto with a lot of institutional interest and ETFs shaking things up.
Let's get into that. What's driving Bitcoin's sudden rally? So what's Matt's main thesis?
He believes the current rally is fueled by institutions and the urgency to invest before the election.
That certainly brings a sense of urgency to the market.
It does, and the interest is only going to grow.
Matt emphasizes the overwhelming interest from institutions waiting to dive into crypto.
Exactly. Many see crypto as a must-have asset class.
So what factors are contributing to the current demand?
ETF approvals and recent political statements have definitely shifted the narrative.
How do political developments affect crypto adoption?
Markets thrive on clarity, and political signals can provide that.
What's the current status of Bitcoin ETF adoption?
It's just the beginning. Adoption will ramp up over the next few years.
So Matt feels Bitcoin could hit six figures by 2025?
Yes, the setup is very promising based on multiple factors.
What's the bullish forecast for Bitcoin?
With the right conditions, we could see prices well above $100,000 soon.
That's a strong prediction. How likely is it?
Given current trends, it's not out of the question.
What about Ethereum? Any predictions on its future?
Ethereum could see substantial growth, especially with favorable legislation.
Sounds promising. A solid case for Ethereum in 2025.
Indeed, it's still the main player in decentralized finance.
So, what's the key takeaway from this conversation?
Investors should be prepared for a bullish cycle ahead. Timing the market is essential.
A combination of caution and optimism seems crucial.
Exactly. Keeping an eye on market developments will be key.
Well, folks, it looks like we just unraveled some fascinating insights about Bitcoin's future.
Absolutely. Lynn Alden pointed out how pivotal liquidity is in supporting Bitcoin's price movements.
And Tung believes that the market conditions are setting up for Bitcoin to potentially explode in growth.
Not to forget Matt Hougan's take on institutional interest, which could provide significant backing for Bitcoin's ascent.
It's clear that understanding these dynamics will be vital for any investor looking to capitalize on Bitcoin's trajectory.
There was a strong consensus among our guests about the crucial roles liquidity and institutional investments play in the crypto landscape.
If you found today's video insightful, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.
Join us for more financial insights that will help you navigate the evolving crypto market.
And be sure to check out our other videos for even more expert predictions and analysis. Thanks for watching.